We're almost done with our storage area down here underneath the stamped concrete patio that we had relined and re-poured. We took care of some moisture issues. We fixed up the walls, put in some lighting, some heating, took care of some ventilation, and now we're going to be putting in a storage system to get everything up off the floor.
Now what we're going to use are PVC panels. Now these things are bulletproof. You can actually put them underneath water. It's not going to affect them at all. But what we're going to do, we're actually going to put them up on the wall, use some hardware, and get everything nice and organized.
Now you could screw the panels directly to the wall, but we don't want to see any fasteners. So instead we're using these hanging strips. They come in lengths of 45 inches long, but they're perforated every 15 inches, so it makes it very easy to just break them to the length that you need.
Now to install our hangers, we went 16 inches on center, which is basically regular framing. And to keep everything nice and even across the bottom, we drew a level line. And to keep everything nice and plumb, we took a framing square, squared off that, drew a line, because we want all our hangers to be nice and even.
Now generally we do like to screw these in, but you can also use a pneumatic nailer. In fact, the dimples around the holes are perfectly sized for a nailer tip, so you'll never miss the mark. Once the strips are all set, you hang the panel, and the extrusions that form the slots in front also serve as the hangers on the back, and those fit over the grippers on the strips. Well, that's going to leave a gap of about 1/8 of an inch behind the panel, which is good because you want air to circulate behind there to keep moisture from building up. Not that moisture would ever hurt the panel, but it could rot the wall behind it.
Now if your space is more than 8 feet long, don't worry, you can stack this stuff end to end to kind of fill your space. All you have to do is just measure, cut your piece. Now before you install it, you do have to add one more bracket to help support that seam. You hang the piece in, butt it together, and it'll flush right out.
Now for the hardware you're hanging your tools on, you want to make sure you get something that's going to last as long as the panels themselves. You want to look for a good, durable, powder-coated finish. That's going to help resist rust and corrosion. You also want to look for some soft covers. That's going to help reduce wear and tear on not only the hardware, but also on whatever you might be hanging on it.
Now what's really neat about this hardware, it's got a cam locking system in it. Basically, put it in where you want it, take your screwdriver, quarter turn, thing locks in. So when the tool comes out, the hardware stays. If you want to move it, you unlock it, slide it around, lock it in. Pretty neat.
Now in an area like this, you might want to store hoses and cables, so you'll need some utility hooks. Other ones can handle ladders, landscape tools, and hand tools. A couple different types of shelving with one that rests on a couple of brackets, and the other with a preformed mounting bracket that slides into the slot, just like so. Either one you can cut to length and cover the ends with end caps. And for things that don't quite fit on a shelf or hang on a hook, a basket's a nice way to go. So that's how you put together a system like this. It's nice too that it's adjustable because I'm sure things will be moving around as things come and go, right?
Well, it's nice because we can move it around, right?
Exactly. Well, a few more things, right? Should we go get it?
I think so.
Okay, put some on that.